we are underway in Buffalo. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Play action now. Brissett. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play fake. Brissett. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. At the 41-yard line. Brissett now. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And Nick Bosa so quick on the outside, he gets in there to bring him down. So now on 4th down, Sam Martin on to punt for Buffalo. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Taking it about the 36. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And the Lions will take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the MVP of the National Football League in 2018, the former Texas Tech Red Raider, Patrick Mahomes.
And when you think of Patrick Mahomes, you start to think about all of his attributes, and you realize very quickly, you can't just put him into one box. No matter how the game proceeds, no matter what is needed, he tends to have an answer for it and plays accordingly.
That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. Touchdown! Travis Kelce, 39 yards. And the Lions are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure, because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25, so at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
As an inside linebacker, got to be a little bit more poised.
No doubt about it, because they get a little bit of flexibility, especially when they're trying to stuff a gap. You know, we get that double A gap look. This time he got 2.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Levi Onwuzurike charging in and finishing off the sack. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Try to get that pass to Khalil Shakir, and it's 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Here's Hill on the return. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out. Able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Detroit. Justin Jefferson, 68 yards. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 15-yard line.
Brissett sets to throw it. Shakir hauls it in. Only able to gain a couple there. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, Brissett being chased out left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. Now the punter, Sam Martin, called on to kick it away here. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Now Hill to return it. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. That's going to be caught. And in for the Lions touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 29 yards. And the Lions are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines?
And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. 21-0 our score after 1. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Brissett. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Chris Jones drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this returnable for Hill. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Detroit. Christian McCaffrey. 43 yards. And the Lions are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again. And
frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his man a rest.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. To throw, Brissett. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. It's 3rd and long for Brissett. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And a costly turnover there as the ball will be spotted 1st and goal at the 5-yard line. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Lions have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
On play action, Brissett. And this one too low. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Hey, kill. Hey, kill.
Throwing again, Brissett on 2nd and 10. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this? We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now here's Mahomes. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. Touchdown! Christian McCaffrey on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Lions have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it is 42-0.
Bills nothing. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Kirby Joseph in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. Watch out for Hill on the return. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, 27 yards. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
The kick is good.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Flush to his right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. The Lions going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And they do have terrific starting field position, but no timeouts to work with, so they'll need to operate quickly. Mahomes now on first down. He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And in for the Lions touchdown. Travis Kelsey in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he returns this to the 22.
Nyheim Hines on the return. The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So all right, we will save the week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third.
Bills nothing.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 33. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Christian McCaffrey, 33 yards. And the Lions just continue to roll. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Brissett on 1st down. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
And Detroit getting set to go now. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Throwing now is Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it in. And now Sean McDermott is going to throw out the challenge flag.
Previous play is under review.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Mahomes now on 1st down. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. Touchdown, Detroit. Travis Kelsey with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Lions have got it on cruise control. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And into the end zone, a scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
You ain't going nowhere.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well,
We're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Flushed out right, and he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. And he's able to get it out of there. Taking on the midfield logo. And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
43! 43!
On play action, it's Mahomes. Finds his man, it's Kelsey on the crossing route here. And they move this all the way down to the 9. And they're going to speed things up here.
At the 9-yard line.
Now Mahomes, buying time to his left. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Lions get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
Under pressure, they got him again. Aaron Donald in there again as he's able to pick up sacks on both 1st and 2nd down. On 3rd down, Bates, and he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Steps away to his left. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL. Back now in Buffalo. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Hey, Ripley, Ripley! What's that?
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Christian McCaffrey with career touchdown number 75. And the Lions are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Second down and a yard. Brissett now. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the line. And into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. Extra point try now for Patterson. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that will bring up second down. Brissett. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And Davis will have a Bills first down as he'll get this to the 26-yard line.
Good for a Buffalo Bills. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. After the loss, they'll come up second and 13. Here's Brissett.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. A good return there, 17 yards, and the Lions will take over. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. And the Bills getting set to go. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, and after this one's done, You just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. Here's Sam Martin now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Here's Hill on the return. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Yellow, yellow.
Now Mahomes going to shift him around. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. On 1st down, Mahomes. With no hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Patterson now for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it culminates in a Travis Kelce touchdown. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time and going to give this offense better field position.
That's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
That's good for a Buffalo Bills.
Hey, kill. Hey,
A 1st down throw for Brissett. Has his man, it's Shakir. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Now 2nd and 3.
7-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
From the gun, here's Brissett. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Again, it's Brissett. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here and got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. On the return is Hines. And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner. And one side, a really nice win in this one. They were good on all.